Hello everyone, my name is Philipp and my artistic name is Philip. I'm 22 years old and I'm a DJ and producer from Portugal. In this masterclass I will be showing you and teaching you everything about Survivors. It's my latest release on Reveal Recordings and it's my first release on a big label. So guys, we are now inside the project that Colin made his changes. It's a bit different. We have here the vocals from Robbie Rosen, which I will talk about later. We are now going to talk about the bass and the kick and bass, and the relationship between the two of them. So let's start with the kick. It's right here. It's a kick, it's called Kick 7 from FLS Volume 1. We tweaked a little bit the fade out knob, so it reduces a bit the tail of the kick. Now let me show you the basses. We have here the sub. It's actually a preset from Silent One. It sounds like this. If you're watching this on your phone, you'll not be able to hear it. But if you are listening on headphones, you will probably hear the sub bass. So guys, now let's talk about drum loops. So I will show you all the drum samples that I have. So this is the intro drum loop, which is basically the same one as the drop drum loops and drum sounds. Let's start with the kick once again. Sounds like this. We have a hat. We have a white noise. Sounds like a hat or a ride. Then we have a clap. Then we have another ride here. Then we have a open hat. Sounds like this. Now I will show you how I do my mastering process. I'm going to show you the mastering that I did of the first version of Survivors, the one that I sent to MHA and the one that I sent to Colin Crooks, because the final master of Survivors was not done by me. So I will just explain how I mastered the first version of Survivors. The first thing that I have on this chain is Endless Smile. Of course, for filtering purposes on the track, for creative purposes on the track. This is a filter with reverbs and delays and creates a really cool effect before the drops, and it makes the track sound thinner. It's really good to use before drops, and probably many of you guys already know this plugin. Next thing, I have FabFilter Pro MB. It's a multi-band compressor. I don't complicate a lot with this plugin. I just usually go to mastering, and I usually use these two presets: the basic four band punch and balance. And I also like to use the EDM master part 1, part 2, and part 3. Depends. I always use the one that sounds better. In this case, I used the basic 4 band punch and balance 1. Sometimes I like to tweak the threshold and the range, and sometimes the attack and release knobs. Just reached the end of this masterclass. I couldn't go more in depth on some things because Colin also worked on this project and he owns some plugins that I don't own. So for that reason, I couldn't explain some stuff, especially on the vocals. But I hope you guys learned something out of this masterclass.